Hello there. I think I'm gonna make Alexa a little bit quieter. Alexa, sound 3. Okay, sounds good. Hi guys. This is my first live ever, so which is kind of exciting. So I wanted to see how it's gonna go, and I feel like Alexa is kind of like overpowering my voice. Maybe I'll make it a little bit quieter also. Alexa, sound 1. Okay, maybe that's good. All right, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start makeup. So my thoughts today were on the National Day. I decided just to go kind of like pretty simple. So what I wanted to do white winged eye here and a beautiful bright red lips. So I already prepped my skin. I actually wanted to do something really, something that helps me to brighten up my complexion. So I went for the Good Jeans. I put it like all over my skin first. So it's a really nice lactic acid based exfoliator. Then I followed with one of my like all-time favorites, CE ferulic. What is that? That's ascorbic acid, ferulic acid, so it's a bunch of acids, and vitamin E. So it's really nice and rich and hydrating for the skin. And I followed with Magic Cream by Charlotte Tilbury. So it's like all over my skin right now. It's really nice and rich and creamy. So I usually tend to go a little bit heavy-handed on the creams because my skin feels dry. So anyway, so my first thing that I think I would like to go ahead and start with was the eye makeup. The reason behind that is I wanted to kind of, do my eyes first and then prep my, and then do my face makeup. This way, it just allows me to kind of like, clean up once and, not waste time on anything else. So, all right, so let's go ahead with that, what did I say, graphic liner. So to kind of make it that, the perfect wing, I always suggest for anyone, or like any type of eyes or hooded eye, or it's always good to follow this line and bring it a little bit up. So I'm using just a white pencil. It's a Dior white pencil, and I'm just lifting it a little bit like this way. So I'm gonna kind of blend it in a little bit in here, like right in the corner, because I want this area to be nice and bright. So, and it's like, if you notice, like, what I'm doing, I'm just like looking straight into the mirror. So this way I'm assuring that I have this perfect, this perfect line here. And the little hood here is really like, this really doesn't bother me. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go right in here. So I don't want to lift it too much, because again, I want it to be like nice and pretty today. So I'm just gonna, and another thing, I do not worry again if this line right here is not so super perfect, because I'm gonna go clean up with when I have this brush. It's like another trick that I'm gonna show you maybe a little bit later. So let's go ahead with this guy here. So I think I want to bring this a little bit more here, and lift this also, just like that. And we're gonna fill it in with the pencil, just like this. Once again, so I wanted to go for very like really pretty look. Nothing, flag-like or anything like that. Even though, but I think it's not really like a beauty makeup. So I'm here with I like to do more like a beauty, pretty stuff. All right. So I'm also gonna go ahead like right in the corner and lighten up this area right here. Just gonna move it a little bit with my finger, and right here as well. And just kind of blend it a little bit here. Also, hi to everyone. Hi. Hey, Julia is here. Even Angie is here. What? Okay. cool. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead with this. So this is kind of like a base of what what I'm planning to do. Like just lift a little bit here, highlight it here. So pretty much this is like a base for this look. So I just wanted to blend it a little bit in here, and I wanted to use just the white eyeshadow. So the one actually I wanted to do, I'm going to use this Hint Dash palette. It's a great palette for like beauty basics. It's like, the colors, I mean, I think it's going to fit like any complexion. So I'm just going to go for this color called Lines, which is like very basic, plain white tone, white shade. So I'm just going to fill it in right here. You can see. Bring it out here. Yeah, and for those who don't know, we're doing the Singapore National Day makeup, beauty makeup. All right, so I'm just gonna blend it in like this. I'm just gonna tap all that color just to brighten up that area. All right, yeah, sometimes I tend to rush a little bit, so I don't want to rush today, because I wanted to make sure it's really pretty. Okay. All right. So, and as I said, there's a little trick I wanted to show with this brush. So you can use a little bit of cream, or I don't know. Cream usually works well for me. So I just put a little bit on my hand like this, and I use this brush. So there's a little tiny bit of a moisturizer on it. So to make it really, really super perfect, I would just go and clean up like this, to make sure that it's really, really, really nice and clean. All right, thank you guys, pretty, yay. All right, not yet, just in a little while, I think. We'll get there. So I wanted to also clean up a little bit right here. Yeah, don't want too much here, but again, nothing to worry about. You can always go back here with the brush and bring in more color, and actually maybe with the pencil too, just to get that more of that definition. Just like that. Yep. So I'm gonna go back with this tone. Let's just see. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up a little. All right. Yeah, I'm getting that little wink here. Perfect. So I'm gonna clean it up right here as well. Voila. I'm getting something. Everybody can see? Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. Ta-da! So maybe even I'm gonna put it a little lower here. All right. Okay. I mean, you guys feel free to ask questions if you if you will, and I'm gonna go to my second eye. I'm usually a bit more nervous with the second eye, because like first eye, like you do it as you do it, and the second eye has to match exactly. So anyway, let's go ahead and try, right? So we're following this line, the waterline of the lower lid, and we just bring it out. So I have a little bit more of a hooded lid, topper lid on this side, so it might be, I mean, it's not might be, it is usually a little bit more challenging for me. So, but anyway, so I just have to make sure that this is the same. Yeah, I think it is, right? It's kind of getting there. Yeah. All right. So again, once again, we're gonna fill this in. Hope everybody can see. That's me doing some eye makeup, some eye graphic nonsense. Anyway, so I think it's, yeah. And again, I try to make it the same, but again, I'm not too worried, because I know I can always go back with this brush and do adjustments. All right, let's get that going. I'm just wondering, what is everybody doing today for National Day? I mean, there's National Day, but it is, but it's not, because everything was moved to, I think, further date, right? Is that correct? I think they said they're gonna do it like on 20th. Is that right? 20th? Anybody knows? Okay. All right. So now we're gonna just go ahead again and put that a light white tone. Yeah. Here we go. And another thing I also like to do, why I like to do eyes first, so like when I correct it, it's either with a cream or concealer. I can always correct it, you know, in the right way, and I can also always brighten up the eye area after I use any correctors. So that always works for me that way. Some people, I mean, actually like to do makeup, you know, a foundation first and then eyes and whatever. Like, I mean, I don't think there's really necessity in how you like to do it. I mean, I think you should do it like whatever suits you. So this is the, you know, the appropriate way for you. Anyway, so let's get a little bit of a brightener here. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, because we're just gonna move it with the finger a little bit here and a little bit here. You can see that. Yeah, I think I might want to go down a little bit with the white pencil here and on this side as well. You see that? Yeah. All right, so now I think we need to smooth and even out here. I feel like, let's see, I feel like this needs to be lifted a little bit. I think maybe I got carried away and made it a little lower, right? Yeah. And then now I need to extend this a little bit further. Yeah. Just to make it even. All right. Okay. Now let's see what we're gonna do. We're going to clean this up. Again, I still have some product on this brush. It's just a little moisturizer. And I'm gonna clean up here as well. You can see. Yeah. So I added a lot of white color here, right? And I think I'm adding a little more. Just kind of like smooth it over with the finger so it's not too intense. Okay. I think I also will add a little bit right here. Again, just make it softer. Right in the inner corner. The only reason I'm adding color here, a little bit of color, because I'm actually planning to use a little bit of a sparkly shadow at the end, just to kind of brighten up again that side, and here as well. And for the really sparkly glittery shadows, you want to have some kind of base color. The reason, I mean, it's just gonna look better, it's just gonna look brighter, and the sparkle's gonna kind of bring a little bit more of a, I don't know, fun to it. So I'll just add a little bit here, a little bit here. All right, so now we kind of have the basic. So what else I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna use this this guy's I think it's the name of it, A Cosmetic. I mean, I love the eyelash glues and lash enhancers and eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead with a black one, just to create a little bit of definition on my top lash. So I'm just gonna give it a little. So, and remember, this is a glue as well. So, but I want to be very, very, very gentle and leave a little bit, not too much. Just like this. I love how the brush is so precise. It's amazing. I'm gonna go in a little bit in here as well. Because I like that line. So now I have a little bit more of a shape to my eye. So the lashes I'm going to use, it's like very basic. It's called Ardell. So I used to use it back in US, and so I still like to use it. It's like really, really simple lash don't know if you can see that. Maybe I can just put it on my finger like this. So it's a little bit slanted. I mean, it's very natural. There's nothing like super crazy about this lash, but it just gives them fuller lash line basically. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right on that line. I'm trying to see it right in the phone here, and then I'll attach this. Okay, let me see closer. I need a closer mirror. There we go. Okay, the lash is on. How about that? So quick and easy. I love this. So now we have one more eye to go to do that. I'm still using the same 3-in-1 high-on black eyelash liner slash glue slash lash enhancer. Yeah. Oh my god, it's like so, like the line is so perfect. Wow. So hard to talk and the eyeliner at the same time. So this is the AK Cosmetics. It's actually a local brand. It's called High On. I don't know if you can see that. It's a 3-in-1 eyelash liner. Eyeliner, eyelash glue, and eyelash enhancer. So that's basically it. Yeah. And yeah. It draws perfect line, and again it's eyelash glue. So here we go. So just a very basic line. Just want to make sure I have it equally here and here. I do. Now I do. All right. So eyelashes go next. And again, that's my Ardell number 53. I still remember that, even the number of this eyelash. So again, it's very easy to apply because you just are touching the edge of the lash into your already drawn eyeliner. See? This is super easy. I'm like loving it. All right, so now I think I have to take care of my face a bit more because these eyes, they do not really match my undone face. So I'm going to use my go-to favorite. So this is the Tom Ford foundation. This foundation is has kind of a more of a dewy finish. So it just goes like this. It's a cushion foundation. It's easy to apply. It's my go-to here in Singapore. I'll tell you why. Because the weather is hot and SPF is must and needed here. So this foundation has SPF 50 in it. So when I'm wearing it, and you know, I don't have to do anything else really. So I think this foundation is pretty good. So I mean, the coverage is great. It's good for dry skin like mine. I think I'm putting a little bit too much here, just because I have to share the trick with you. So I'm actually having this first time I bought this foundation, and it's like I ran out of it in 1 month. So I decided just to buy this one, which is the same thing but more of a liquid form, and I'm just keep refilling this foundation into the cushion foundation, and that's what I'm using basically. And again, it's the same thing but just in different forms. But once you put the liquid foundation in the cushion form, I mean, it's just the same thing exactly. Yeah, that's what we do. So here we go. I know in my videos it looks a bit faster, but it does take time to properly apply foundation and just give it good coverage as well. So, and if you can see, I'm not going super close to the to my eye, because all the foundations, concealers, I mean, they can melt. They melt into your skin, so they kind of like naturally will get closer within maybe a minute or two. but then I also will go probably with the smaller brush and blend it as well, as close as I want to, basically. So once it's all over, do a little bit on the lip as well. And I also suggest always to have something right here in the middle. The only reason for that, because we don't want to differentiate too much your neckline with your face. Even though our faces is naturally always a little bit lighter than, I'm sorry, not darker actually than a neck, because neck is not exposed to the sun as much. So here we go. So I think I'm pretty happy with what I have here. So now we can just go ahead and build a little bit more of a makeup. So I'm gonna use brush, let me see what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using like a little brush like this. So I just want to get into the places where I want to be closer to the makeup, right? And there's a little redness around the eyes, so I just want to kind of cover it just gently like this. Anyway, so I think this is good for now. Maybe a little bit more of a tapping here. Okay, I'm also going to be using a little bit of concealer just to kind of brighten up certain areas. I'm going to use today high definition ultra high HD makeup forever. This is number 21. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be adding a little bit of a brightness to these areas, just because I really need a little bit of a brightness here. And I'm also going to brighten up bridge of my nose. I'm going to give it a little bit of a brightness into my forehead in the middle. I'm going to lift these areas because I feel there is a little sagging coming through, and just a little bit of a brightness here. I think this is pretty much it. You have two options, you know, to take care of this nonsense here. You could use a brush, but I still would go back with a beauty blender just to kind of like press it in, just make it nice and firm, and it probably will help me also take away any excess makeup. I probably will go in with the brush right here first, just like that. Hello, hi guys. Oh, there's Jessica. Nice, good to see you guys. All right, so I'm gonna get a little bit here, and I mean this is pretty much enough blending with the brush right close to the eye. So now I'm just gonna go in with the beauty blender to melt this makeup right in, like this. Yeah. So and I'm getting this a little bit of a V of light, as will you call that. So just a little bit of brightness. And then when I go with my correctors, not correctors, but like more bronzing powders, so it will create a little bit more of a sculpting definition, or what do we like to call it? The word has slipped my mind, which is fine. All right, so we brighten up here. Again, I'm going to go in with the brush right here just to brighten this area. Okay. There we go. I hope you guys not too bored yet with me blending so much, because that's how long does it takes. It takes a long time to blend it properly. It's not like boom, 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 bam, it's done. No, it's gonna take some time if you want your makeup to look good and well blended and just nice and clean. So, and that's what I'm going for. Nice, clean, very pretty, a little dramatic. So I'm gonna get a little bit of brush here. Okay. All right. Another thing I wanted to cover here. If you're like me and you have a little bit of a wrinkles under your eyes, and you're putting so much makeup, so much foundation, and we put concealer, I mean, we don't want all this makeup going right into the creases. So I'm going to use a little bit of this. This is my go-to Laura Mercier eye brightening powder. And this is like truly a magical powder. I've been using it for many years, so I'm just gonna use the brush like that, very fluffy. Just pick up a little bit of the powder. This is way too much, so I'm gonna just tap this off. Yeah, and I'm gonna go in and look to make sure there's no creases. Just gonna use my finger to make sure. Right, and right after this, I'm just gonna go in with this powder and set it. And that's it, and that's how you make sure there's no creasing throughout the day. So I'm gonna do the same thing, my second eye, right here. So you see there's a little makeup already accumulated, but we don't want it, so we're gonna just get rid of that. Okay, just with the finger, and that's how much product, still maybe too much. Just gonna use it right there. Here we go. Maybe go down a little more. What's left over? What's left on the brush? That's perfect. Okay, good. So now, since I'm doing the red lip, I decided that I'm gonna use also the same color on my cheeks. And I mean, if you saw any of my videos, you know that I really like to multiply the use of the products. So I was thinking, let me see, I have these two really cool colors. I'm going to use the Scepter Cosmetics, the color called Nicole. So I'll use it on my cheeks and on my lips as well. So this color is very powerful. It's really strong. So I'm going to need just like very little bit of that. And I'm going to start it actually with back of my hand. And I'm just going to tap the brush just like this, because I don't want to go with too much color on my cheeks, because the colors again is really powerful. So then you see that's what I'm having here, and this is actually okay because all the colors, they tend to absorb fairly quickly. So, and if you feel it's too much, I don't know if anybody saw these little towels in Sephora, so they actually meant to wash your face, but what I'm doing, like if I feel like I need to wipe off a little bit of product from the brush, that's what I use, and it actually does a really good job. So there we go. I'm using it right there. And I want to lift it here as well. And again, I would not worry if it feels like a little too bright, because 2 seconds from now it's definitely goes away because my skin absorbs a lot of products. But again, you have to just see your individual skin, how it is with the products, with application, and if it absorbs a lot of product, if it's not, like you have to just really see. Well, everybody says wave, hi. Cool. Anyway, so here we go. So I have a slightly bit more product here. And when is this here? Okay. Anyway, give a little bit more here. Nice. And then lift it a little bit higher. Just here on this. Very good. So, this is how blushy I look. Alright, nice. Okay, so I feel like here we have a little bit maybe too much product, which is okay. And what I can do, actually I can just go in with the same puff that I used, and I could just clean it off on the places where I want, which is just a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. And a little more in these areas. And actually, I want to add a little bit here as well, just to kind of give it kind of a like complete look. I want to connect, you know, all the things on my face. Should I call it things? Should I call it blush and a lipstick? So yeah, I want to connect blush and lipstick on my face. All right, so here we go. So next we're gonna go for lipstick application. So as I said, the color is pretty bright, so I'm gonna go in. I feel like it's getting kind of dark here in the room. I'm gonna connect this another light. Let me see if this is better. Is it better? I think it's better. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go for this really, really nice red. And it's gonna go right in the center. And here. A little close in there here. So I like to start with the center because then you can really figure out the rest of the lip, like the shape and everything else. There you go. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of a lip liner, just to give it nice definition. Here we go. This is the Scepter Cosmetic color called Nicole. So I like this. It's actually long-lasting pencils. Not pencils, sorry, lip stains. So, and the lip liner I'm using, it's a NARS. It's called Jungle Red. It's like old favorite, all-time favorite. Oh my god, it's like impossible to talk and put the lip liner on. Okay. Alright. We're kind of like getting a little bit of an ombre effect here, because lip liner is a little bit deeper and the lipstick has more of an orangey tone to it. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I want to add a little bit of bronzer. Again, I want to connect pretty much everything on my face. I'll use, let's see what I use. I have, but let me use my Trish McAvoy Duo Resort. That's what it's called. Just it looks like this, so it's kind of two colors. It's really, really pretty. So I like to start my bronzer from the top. Just kind of gently create a little bit of a, what do you call it? A little bit of a shadow, if you will. Just right into hairline. Yeah. And then right in under, right here. You know what I have? I see something. I think my eyeliner printed a little bit, so I want to remove it. Just like that. And does it come off? Yeah. This is a good way to do that. Yeah. Okay, this is good. Okay. Very good. Just clean this a little. Alright, so let's keep connecting. So we give a little bit of a blend of the bronzer. Very nice. So the jawline is very important. It's very important for me because I feel, you know, the jawline with age sometimes, you know, it's not as sharp and perfect like when you're in your 20s. So drawing a little bit of a depth here with the bronzer kind of helps you, you know, create that definition again. I do like to connect a little bit of a bronzer right here on my tip of my nose. And it's not like I need a correction to make it like thinner, but I just kind of like the finishing touch of it. And once you put the highlighter, just kind of like will all come together. Let's see what we have here. I think I need another mirror just to kind of give it a little check. All right. So one more thing that I need to do here is to add a little bit of a powder. So the powder I'm using is I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Flawless Finish Airbrush Flawless Finish. So it's a little pressed powder. I actually still do prefer pressed powders better to the loose powders. Even loose powders, it's like, you know, do you have so much more product to use. So the only places where I'm going to apply it is kind of this T-zone area, a little bit on my forehead. It's just because I don't want to take away shine from my cheeks, like from anywhere else, just like where this shine is not necessarily. That's where I'm going to take it away. And smooth this out as well. Okay, just like that. So I'm gonna smooth this area, just gonna lift the blush up a little bit. And you see how that, you know, the blush color is kind of like, it sinks in. It's not really like too exaggerated as it was in the beginning. Again, the powder kind of helps to soften everything. Okay, that's where we do that. So basically, I mean, they say T-zone, but I mean, is that a really T-zone? Because I mean, it goes here. This is like almost like E-zone without the middle part. so here we go. So what we're left with, we just need mascara for sure, eyebrows, and maybe a little bit of a gloss. Okay, right. Hello there, Makeup Artists Association of Singapore. Thank you for joining. This is nice. Thank you, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go next with mascara. Let's use. I really like my Bad Girl Lush, which I have the new tube. So let's get that going right on my lashes and right on my nice big lashes too. Alright, so another little tip I actually wanted to share, to make the most out of your mascara, you really have to get into the root of your lash. To the root and like wiggle it up, so you get so much more definition when you get mascara as close as possible to the root of your lash. This way, I mean, you get like more of a, not only definition, but your eye kind of like opens up a little bit, and it kind of helps to create that natural curl of the lash as well. I mean, I'm talking about natural curl with my fake lashes here. But anyway, let's get that going. Over here and there. Hold on. Alright, while I was talking to everybody, I forgot to put my sparkles, the ones that I was talking about in the beginning of the live. Anyway, so we can still put it at any time, really. Alright. Now, how do you guys put your mascara? I mean, I just kind of like do it this way. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Is it visible to everyone? How does it look? I think it's okay, right? So this one has a little bit more than this. Just a little more here. Alright. Okay. I mean, I like it. It looks pretty cool, no? That white stuff. Graphic eye. Anyway, so I'm gonna use a little bit of mascara on the bottom as well. It's gonna be really, really, really hard for me to talk and do it. So I'm gonna just not talk while I do it. I'll try to talk. So maybe I'll just learn how to talk while I do it. What am I doing? I can do it and talk. I'm learning new things here too. Anyway, that's what we have. A little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. Never hurt nobody. Okay. So, here we go. Those sparkles that I was talking about, one of my really favorite little shines that I use, it comes from this little palette, little or big, and I don't know. The shiny little thing right here, just love that shine. I mean, I don't know if you can really relate to it on my finger, but I'm just gonna put it like right into the inner corner of my eye. It's gonna go right in here. And maybe I will use a little brush to just kind of soften this. And the brush I'm looking for, I think I'll use the same as I used before, just to kind of dress this up. Yeah, can you see? It's like this. So I kind of like have the shiny part here and like extension of the white here. Almost like a Singapore flag, but without the stars. All right, and do the same thing right here. I like it. Looks really cool. There we go. It's really nice. Okay. So next step, I think I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter, which I have right here. This is my, it's actually one of really cool highlighters. It's soft enough, it's gentle on the skin, it's not like boom in your eyes, it photographs really well as well. It's a Bobbi Brown, it's called Pink Glow. So I like to use brush like that, which is a little, it's not so super firm, but it's not like super loose as well. So it's a dome brush, it's a little bigger than your eye brush. So in the places where I like to put the shine, it's just kind of where naturally, you know, the sun would reflect on your skin if it's on the sun and if it has a little bit of a like natural glow, because I like it kind of like more of a natural way, you know, compared to like too much. I don't know, like too much. I mean, for everybody is different, but I do posh. So funny. Thank you girls. Yeah. So yeah, I do prefer more natural looks than like super, like I don't know, what do you call it? I mean, even though, would you call this natural, or this is not supernatural? Okay, so always do not forget the ear area, because I mean, this is something that has to also connect to your makeup. And also, if you have a little bit of an open top here, like I mean this collarbones, it's also always nice to kind of touch up as well. It also creates a little bit of a connection into the entire makeup. Right here. All right. I think I want to go in a little bit more with my bronzer. Just wondering, how long was I doing this makeup? Is it 15 minutes? Half an hour? 20 minutes? Or longer? Anyway, here we go. So I'm just gonna go down a little bit here with my bronzer, again, to connect everything. All right, there's one more thing left, is my brows. So just to keep it nice and easy, I'm gonna jump in with Benefit Cosmetics Brow Microfiling Pen. So it has like three little things here. So it kind of saves me time. Instead of like doing every stroke, it's like 3 strokes at the same time. But again, first things first, we need to brush the brow up. Yeah, just like that. And we can just draw it up. Let's see what we get here. Did we get a brow? Yes, we're getting a little brow, right? We're getting a little brow. Actually, with brows, I like to do it either first thing, even first thing before I do any moisturizer, just to not to interfere with textures. And once I do it first, I mean, it's kind of like it's there, but if I put my moisturizer before I do my eyebrows, then I wait till the last thing to do my brows, which just kind of makes sense. Does it? Does it make sense? Makes sense to me. Alright. So, and here, I mean, brows doesn't have to be super exaggerated, they just have to be here for this look, because this look is kind of like more of a clean, you know, bright lip, a little bit of graphic liner, which is in white, to kind of like complement the colors of Singapore flag, since we do National Day makeup. Yeah, so here we go. I need to go down a little bit here as well. Let me see, where's my concealer brush? Just gonna soften this here and here. So I can do that and touch it up just like this. Just like that. And go in. Brush. How about this brow? Is it okay? I think so. I think it's fine. Where? Yeah. So I need to kind of go in here a little bit. And we do one more brow. Oh, did I brush it? No. Let's brush it now. Okay. There we go. Let's see what we can do. It's always hard to do this eye for some reason, because you have to kind of like do this yoga pose to get into it. Yep. Here we go. I don't know if you can even see it, what I'm doing. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is definitely like time saver for eyebrows, this pencil. Yep. Let's see. There we go. Just kind of, I think I like this brown better than this. Oh well. I'll just draw it better here. And extend a little more. There we go. I think this is good. All right. Let me get my big mirror. Let's see what I have here. I think I'm liking it. This is pretty cool. Yeah. So let me know what you think about this look, and if it's appropriate for the National Day. I mean, I think it is. The colors are there. Well, here's the look, and okay. I mean, that's probably it, right? All right, guys. It was a fun. It was a pleasure. So I'll see you next time, and I'll save this video in my IGTVs. Bye.